Hello again, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to We the Panel, a Terrace House podcast, a podcast where we talk about the very first series of Terrace House, Boys and Girls Next Door. Hi, my name is Jason, and welcome back to our lovely, lovely podcast. It's been a while, and we are excited to get this through. But before we talk about this week's episode, I gotta introduce the rest of the panel. As soon as we got, oh my gosh, I did not. Oh, we're just gonna go with it. Tim,
I can't.
What's up,
this.
my guy? How you doing? Oh
my goodness!
What is the face?
Oh,
he doesn't make that face, Tim.
For the auditory listeners, he's wearing sunglasses and picked up a camera. Not just any camera. Could be the same one that he used in this episode with his fellow housemate Yosuke.
So how long have you been doing photography? 10 years?
I've been doing photography for don't do
that. Don't go.
We're cutting that accent. My bad. No. Pretty good. I'm pretty good. So out of it. I'm so sorry.
There's the guy with the sunglasses. All right, it's cool that you're here, my guy.
Oh, goodness.
Let's move on to our next panelist. How you doing with the resident TikToker, Cheska? How you been? How's it going?
It's going good. I made a TikTok about Sean Desmond, and people thought I was talking about Shawn Mendes.
Sean Desmond, a forgotten gem of times past.
Wow.
Night like this, electric.
Yeah, electric.
Yeah. Classics.
So classic. I probably forgot about him too. All right. And last but not least, we got the man wearing the Jollibee shirt today. How is my dude today, James?
Oh, I'm good, man. I actually had Jollibee earlier this week, I think.
Ooh,
so,
nice.
We gotta rep the brand, I guess.
I guess so. They call it a chicken joy for a reason. But enough about Jollibee. Let's get started right quick with this episode. But before we start, how do people reach us, guys? Through the internet.
We the Panel podcast can be found on all podcasting platforms. So that's right here on YouTube. That's Spotify. That's Apple Podcasts. That's Google Podcasts. And if you're looking for us on any other platform, you can check out our Anchor. So that's anchor.fm/we-the-panel. If you see that brown background with the gray house, that's us.
Yeah, man. And also, if you want to be kept up with anything, we also are on Instagram at We The Panel Pod, where you'll find little clips that I post about every episode, as well as anything else that we do, really. And you'll also know when we're recording. So be sure to follow us there as well. But all right, let's get into this episode of Terrace House, episode 41, titled A Girl Like Everyone Else.
Ooh.
So, what happened last episode, right? So we got to see Minori and her boyfriend, who may have possibly broken up. In this episode, we were very much proven wrong. But we also saw how great of a guy Yosuke is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and, we got to see Rina writing some songs, and we do find out that after Daiki's next fight, he is going to be leaving the house. And there was a very interesting kind of like little panel moment here where they were talking about how while the house is kind of in like a love mode, like everyone's kind of been talking about relationships and stuff like that recently, it seems that a lot of people's dreams in terms of like their careers or what they want to do are also like they're all hitting a certain wall, which is like a very interesting thought to think about, I guess. But we will move on to the start of the episode, into which we start with Daiki explaining that there is no reason for him to actually stay in the house. And he thinks that his next fight is actually the right time for him to leave. And it was really funny the way that he was saying it, because Tecchan responded as if he was being dumped. And I'm like, oh, this was the real relationship in the house.
The bromance is very real.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, honestly. And as Daiki leaves the room, Tecchan talks to Miwako for a little bit, asking what she's going to do about her crush on Daiki now that he's leaving. And she says that she still doesn't really have a great understanding of her feelings, even though she does like him. So, just from all of that, and I also really wanted to take a step back and talk about that whole idea of everyone's dreams kind of hitting a wall. Like, what do you guys think about that? Because I kind of see what they're saying.
It's a transitionary period for yeah, I agree with that. I think a couple episodes ago, even what is it? Miwako was deciding about her future, about trying to take it to the next step further, but she wholesomely does not want to go into that area.
Oh, yeah.
Yo.
And again with the emotions of her trying to figure out what to do with Daiki. Tecchan is trying to figure himself out with all of these like acting classes, him even crying at a certain point. Like, it's yeah. If anything, it's growing pains, right? And yeah, it's pretty interesting seeing them grow up like that.
Yeah, it's like they are at a weird time in their lives. Like, you know, what Jay said, growing pains. And I mean, while they were talking about that, I don't know, I felt like, what's her name? Michan. Miwako. Yeah, I felt like she would like confront him, right? Like that happened in this episode, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, like it just made me feel like there was like gonna be a downfall because of it. Like that was my prediction when that was happening. And also when like Daiki was like announcing that he was leaving, I just wanted to know if Tecchan and Daiki are still friends to this day, because this is a really strong bond, like stronger than all the past housemates that Tecchan lived with. So I hope. Any info? No.
I mean, I have no idea.
Okay.
But honestly, I hope so. I'm going to assume so, but we'll see. So yeah, moving on, we do get to a cafe where we see Minori, or no, I lied. We see a guy that some of us may not remember, but he's sitting at a table and Minori shows up. So put two and two together. Hey, it's her boyfriend. And she tells him that she realized that she needs to be a little more mature about the situation, and she should be letting him do what he thinks is best for him, which is good. That kind of closes, or that kind of ties up what we were kind of talking about last episode about what she was talking about with the whole like breaking up and stuff, like whether that was right or not. She's kind of come to that conclusion herself, which is great. Very mature of her. So continuing the conversation, the boyfriend asks about Yosuke, and Minori says that he's cool, and the boyfriend asks if it's like that, you know, if she likes him like that. And it was kind of confusing because she kind of disagrees, but also agrees. Like, I don't know. I'm gonna throw this to you guys because I wasn't really sure what type of vibe she was coming with, because I feel like we could tell that Minori and Yosuke get along very well, and I don't know. It's how should I ask this? But like, the relationship that Minori has with her boyfriend is very much. I don't know. It's kind of puzzling to me. But at the same time, I guess it's kind of healthy. I don't know, because she's very open with him, and I feel like they're very open with each other. But at the same time, there is a lot of stuff that just happened between them. And then this kind of comes out. So I don't know, like, how do you guys feel about their whole relationship, I guess you could say?
Red flags.
Oh, for real?
Wait,
Tell
on
us
which
more.
side?
Tell us more, man. Yeah.
On Midori's side.
Ah.
Red flags. Yeah.
So
Minori?
she's the red flag.
Midori.
Midori's the Naruto character.
Yeah.
Minori, yeah. Red
Midori.
flags. Red flags all around. Like, I don't like how maybe her and her boyfriend have that type of relationship, or should be like, oh yeah, like he's cute or whatever. Like, but like, it wasn't that like, oh, he's attractive, oh, he's cute. It's like, I think the question was like, are you like, do you like him? You know what I mean? Like, that's like, and she's like, yeah, kinda. I'm like, excuse me, hold up, pause, rewind, time out. What? Like, I mean, their relationship still is young. It's like only a couple months, but like, I don't know. How are you telling your boyfriend that you're like kind of crushing on another guy right now? You know what I mean? And not just like, oh, Ryan Gosling, Ryan Reynolds, like, you know, RDJ, whoever, not like some sort of like, oh no, my roommate, my new roommate who I'm living with, I'm kind of crushing on right now. Red flags. I wouldn't be in that situation. That's all I gotta say. It's weird. It's weird. I can't outright call it out and say it's like wrong, because maybe they have that dynamic, but I wouldn't be comfortable with that dynamic is all I gotta say.
Spoken like a true Yosuke right here.
Wait, how open is this relationship? It's like,
Oh, you're talking like that way?
yeah.
Yeah, we could go there. Yeah.
Like
potentially.
if they're open, then it's
they're
okay
open.
for her to like crush on another guy. But while I was watching that this episode, I mean, I was thinking about, I was also listening to Olivia Rodrigo's Sour.
Oh, not like
So-
this. Not like this.
No, hey, it's a good album. It's a good album, okay?
It's a good album.
It's okay. Okay. But I was thinking like, I think there was like a moment in that album where she was like, if someone is more exciting than the person that you're with, then obviously she's gonna crush on the other person. So I was thinking that what if Yosuke is more exciting than her current boyfriend that she's like crushing on him. So I have two sides of this. Is what I'm saying.
Interesting.
Red flags.
That's so like immature though. Like
I know, but she
Yeah.
is also immature.
yeah. You're right. When looking at the relationship, it reminds me of that Key and Peele sketch. You know, like Megan.
Vegan.
Yeah, Megan. Yeah. Like that's Midori, and like her boyfriend's like, Megan, come over here. Like the whole conversation was like it. Like she made such a big deal of it, right? Like
Yeah,
last
she
episode. And like, move to America. Yeah.
You can't learn English and leave me.
Exactly.
Minori, stop, come here.
Oh
Yeah,
my.
yeah, and that's what I thought. That's what literally, guys. That's what I thought. And he's like, "I'm doing it for the both of us."
Oh my goodness.
And because like we were trying to figure out what's his like point of view, and we got his point of view, right?
Yeah, we did.
And I was like, "Yeah, that's a reasonable thing. Why was she blowing it out of like proportion?"
Mhm.
And like as soon as she's like, he kind of like explains it like casually too. And she's like, "Okay, we're good now."
Also, hold on. If she like, I don't know, what if the whole fight with her boyfriend connects to like her attraction with like Yosuke? Like if it's
She was looking for a reason.
Wow.
maybe I don't know.
Wow. What is this Inception? Wow. We just got a guy just trying to live in a house, playing guitar while talking about like love and life and like taking photos. then you got this girl that's currently in a relationship, goes into the house. Ooh, who's that spicy hot Dorito?
Why'd you say
And next-
Dorito?
I don't know. Just came in my head. And it's like, ooh, I don't want to look bad if I break up with the mans. Maybe I look better if I create some drama and have a reason to break up with the mans or something like that. Whoa, you got something there.
I
It has
mean,
legs.
she
That really does.
admits that she's immature. Maybe it could keep going. and stuff could happen.
I mean,
Bad
yeah.
stuff.
Wow.
Just think about it.
It's man. There's I agree with so many things that a bunch of y'all are saying, and it's like it's so crazy because she's been here for what, 2 episodes?
Oh my goodness, it's been 2
She's been here
episodes.
for 2 episodes.
You're right. Oh man.
And all of that's happened. And it's also crazy because if you guys remember back to like her teaser, her intro little teaser thing,
Oh yeah.
and she was like, "Hey,
oh.
got nothing to worry about. It's fine. You have nothing to worry about. I'm not gonna fall for a guy." She's there for an episode and a half. And in that episode and a half, or sus. Sus. Whoa.
Yeah.
Yo, and we thought Sena and Hana brought drama.
No.
Yeah, but like this one's kind of like unnecessary drama, whereas
Oh,
like, the
yeah.
other one had like substance to it, right?
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
this one's kind of more of annoying.
Career and love, and this one is just like, tell me you have toxic relationship traits without telling me you have toxic relationship traits.
I love it, love it.
Oh.
But yeah, it's like, yeah, her drama isn't in the house. Like, sure, it
Oh, yeah.
involves
It's in
Yosuke,
her head.
but it's very much just like her. Yeah, it's very much just her. It's just her.
It's just
It's really just her.
It's just her.
Oh.
And yeah, I don't know. I'm very intrigued as to what's gonna happen, but we should move on to something different because I feel like we could go on.
I
about this
feel
for a
like
long
we
time.
could, yeah.
Oh,
we could just
yeah.
sit on this.
We should move on.
Keep the
to-
ball rolling, my guy.
Yes,
Yeah.
we will move on to the house where the guys are all in their room, where they do this really stupid thing with their glasses.
Oh,
What do you
my.
mean? Well,
I
what
think
are
it
they
was
doing
more-
with their glasses, James?
I think I was trying to like recreate like a personality or a musician, a Japanese musician.
Okay.
I think, yeah, they're like, oh, because Yosuke was playing guitar, right?
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, you play like that guy. And even Daiki does like these. It's pretty funny. Yeah, what Tim's doing right now. Like, yeah.
I thought they
That's
were
pretty
like
funny.
the way that you were just doing it right now, Jay. I thought you were trying to make like a stank face.
Oh, that's what it is, right? Because the music was so good. Like, you gotta, oh, baby. You know what I mean?
You know, that rock and roll phase. Like,
Yeah, the
that's
stank
what they're
phase,
trying to
yeah.
get.
I
Yeah.
guess. But okay, enough about that because as they're doing their little whatever faces in the room, Miwako decides to take a trip over to their room and she straight up just asks Daiki out, which was like, wow, that's pretty cool. And in my notes here, it has Daiki thinking about ... And I think that was because in the episode, I think they cut that off to commercial early, where Daiki was literally like, yeah, guys, it has me thinking about, and then it cuts to the next scene. So I don't know what that means, but we will talk more about the actual date itself because, quick spoiler, it is in this episode. But we will move on to Yosuke, who is outside, chilling, smoking a little bit. And Rina shows up and talks to him about how she hasn't really seen herself clearly like other artists have ever since her debut. Debut?
Yeah, debut.
Debut.
Yeah.
And Yosuke gave her some really good advice and tells her that in whatever he's doing, he always has photography on his mind. So as an example, if he's surfing, he has photography on his mind. He's like, oh yeah, like these shots could be really great shots from this area or whatever. Or when he's cooking, if we remember back in the other episode when the 3 new people were cooking, what did he do? He grabbed his camera and started taking pictures. And he said that everything is connected to his work. And he actually made his work a part of his lifestyle. Which is I thought that it was pretty good. Like, I thought it was pretty good advice to give her to really try to incorporate and think about, in her case, songwriting in her lifestyle. Yeah, what do you guys think about that?
I feel like any time someone asks Yosuke for advice, it sounds like he's like just speaking a haiku. Oh yeah, the cherry blossoms in spring dictate your future and everything that you would want. I don't know. Like that's not even a haiku.
Excuse me?
It's like, that's not even a haiku. Like, it just sounds like poetry to me. You know, like I don't know. Like he just seems so seasoned. Like
So seasoned.
yeah, without like not old. He's seasoned. Like he's been through like. Remember how we're talking about how everyone's kind of hitting a wall right now in terms of like everything, career, relationships, and stuff. And like it's a cycle because we've seen it in the house before. Like Sena like started modeling and then hit a wall. How is she going to get better? She like she overcame that and like started taking classes and got really good at modeling, landed her first like runway gig, but then she went back down and hit another wall. What is she going to do? Then she came back around and like, oh, I got like a magazine thing. And now she's off and like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like a constant cycle of hitting another wall, overcoming it, hitting another wall, overcoming it. And like, yeah, Yosuke's like just that guy. Like, I feel like he's just hit so many walls in whatever avenue he went down, and like he knows he's gone through the rat race and like the circle so many times that he's just like, yeah, like no big deal. Like, if you want to get better, like do that. Anyway, sorry, what was the other actual question?
I mean,
I got off on a Yosuke tangent.
I mean, yeah, no, that's pretty perfect actually, because Yosuke does have like a way with words. And the whole idea of hitting a wall and then overcoming that, it's almost as if Yosuke is there to help them overcome that wall that they're hitting, right? Like Rina may have just shown up, but she showed up already hitting a wall, right? And how's she going to overcome that, right? Now that she's on the show, how's she going to overcome that? Yosuke's there and he's telling her, he's giving her steps on what to do. And now in our heads, we get to follow that storyline for Rina, where we get to see her progress herself as a musician, as a songwriter. So Yosuke, you can already tell he's pretty important as a housemate. And he's been here for, once again, 2 episodes.
He has chemistry with everybody.
He does.
That's I don't think I've seen a single person in the house that's like kind of clicked with everyone, even in the original cast. Like Sena got along with everybody, but like, did we see a Sena Shota like type of one-on-one? No, but like 2 episodes in, Yosuke's got one-on-one time with the boys. He's already got 2 like life-changing like sit-down talks with no, actually with everybody, yeah, and all 3 of the girls. Like he all gave them, like they're all looking for advice. We'll get to the 3rd one, but twice already he's already talked to 2 of them. And yeah, I hope he doesn't turn out to be a bad character.
Oh no, I hope not too. Like you're crushing on him, right, Tim? Are you crushing on him?
No,
he's gonna sweep you off your feet. Is that
it's okay because I think we all are crushing on him.
Nah, I'm not.
Okay, whatever, Jay.
You're just a hater.
I'm not hating. He's too perfect. There has to be something wrong.
Trust issues.
Exactly.
Oh no.
Exactly. Maybe I should talk to him about it.
Maybe you should.
Maybe you need your one-on-one time.
Oh yeah.
You know, when I do photography, my subjects, I have to trust them. And I think you need to trust me too. Wait, did he talk to Tecchan already about like life?
Not yet.
Not yet, but
Not
he was
that I
hanging
know.
out with the boys, making stank face.
Yeah.
and
I feel like
Yeah.
it's more of a
Goofing
chemistry
around.
thing because they already have chemistry with each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's building that chemistry with all of the girls by having those one-on-one talks already.
And that is very attractive. I get it. You know, it's just very easy to come for the guy because, you know, if you know the right things to say at the right moments, it's just au natural. And just play guitar at the side and it's just perfect.
Mm-hmm.
The sensitive photographer, musician.
Ooh. There you go.
If he was on The Bachelorette, yo, game over.
Oh, he's getting the rose every single week, is what I'm hearing.
Exactly.
Is that how the show works? I actually don't know.
You get the rose every single week, and then like, if you make it to the end, the final guys propose to the girl, and then she gets to decide if she will marry the guy or not.
So much pressure.
So like say 3 out of the 4 guys will go home without a fiance.
Damn, that's tough. Imagine being in a season with Yosuke.
Game over, exactly.
I will say this though. Yosuke is like, I feel like he's really good like starting out, you know, like, oh, he's this guy, but like, you know, he's the artsy, like deep thinker or whatever. But is there spice? Is there like heat? You know what I mean? Like,
I'm saying, bro, I don't trust that. It's too good. He's a great opener, but can
he's a great
close?
opener, but yeah, can he close?
Can he close the deal?
You know what I
That's
mean?
the question.
He is a great open house opener. Like
Right now, everything is like one-sided. You know, one like mentor mentee, like seasoned advice to like, you know, rookie or green person. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
what makes him human? What makes him tick? Like that kind of evens the scales to where like, oh, like no, you're not dating your math tutor. You're like dating, you know, like somebody, like, you know, like a human being.
I mean, I kind of want to say something about like that one comment he made about having your career as your lifestyle. Should that always be the case though? Because I feel like that's such a like draining thing, in my opinion. Like, yes, it's great to have your career as a lifestyle. I mean, like for my case in music, like it's great to have music as a lifestyle and as a career, but sometimes you need a break. So I hope he doesn't mean to like fully commit it as a lifestyle.
Yeah. So what he said
But
was
it's like
he
your
didn't
passion,
say
right?
Like, yeah.
I mean, naturally, when you hear a song, I don't know, like what goes through your head. Like, is it just like it's a nice song, or are you thinking like, oh, these are like really nice chords, these would go together in like this sort of composition, and like I don't know, like how,
because like I was
process.
Because I was thinking, like, say from an accounting perspective, like you can only handle numbers for this many hours of the day and just take a break, kind of thing.
Hold on. I feel like we're taking this in the wrong context.
Okay.
Because for one thing, he didn't say making it your lifestyle. He said making it a part of your lifestyle. Right. So there's a difference between Yosuke, thinking about some photography on like his daily stroll versus Masato making surfing his personality trait, you know?
Oh, okay. I get what you mean now. Okay.
And at the same time, Yosuke, I felt like this advice was very good giving it to Rina because it's relatable, because it's not something like accounting, right? He gave that advice to give her to think about in the context of songwriting, because that was her problem. Her problem was songwriting.
Okay, yeah.
So now it's a thing where she goes on a walk and maybe she sees something that like inspires her, and then maybe she'll like write down on her phone like, hey, like this inspires me. One thing that I did recently, I was in a call with some friends, and we were talking about songwriting, and two of my friends, they're working on a song together, and they were talking through their songwriting process. And one thing that they told us was that they both have these kind of journals that have bits of songwriting inspiration in them, right? So it's the same thing of like, they would go to the park and they would see kids playing, and they'd be like, oh yeah, like I could potentially write something about that, write about the joys of being a child or something, right? And they'll write it down in their journal and keep it there. And when it actually comes to the songwriting process, once they start it, they can refer to that book. And I feel like that is basically exactly what Yosuke wants Rina to do. But yeah, not to make it like a complete part of her lifestyle where it's like everything she does, it's like, oh yeah, like I hear this song, I like this chord progression. I don't think it's that. I think it's just in anything that she's doing, not even music related, if she finds something inspiring for her, then just remember to be like, oh yeah, let me write this down or something, instead of being like, this is cool and going on with your day, you know?
Yeah, that makes more sense because I was like, dang, literally everything about your life, but
Yeah.
it's only a part. So that makes sense now.
Yeah, what do you guys think there in the audience? You know, based on what life advice Yosuke's giving out, bring us some comments down there. Let us know what you're thinking, because it is a quite open-ended statement of what he's been trying to give out. But yeah, let us know.
Yeah.
Well, moving on to something that happens, I want to say every episode now, we get a little bit of a montage of people at work. So first of all, we get to see the girls having natto, and Yosuke shows up and he says he's going to the ocean to do some photography, and Minori goes and she asks him to take photos of her. So it becomes a little photo shoot at the beach, which is really nice. It was really cute. But the more important thing that I really want to talk about is Tecchan showing up to his play rehearsal. My boy has a cape.
Ooh.
And he has lines on lines. Like he's not just saying one thing anymore. He's saying a bunch of stuff. But he still has that same problem, guys, where he's still just saying his lines. He's not really making them his, but he's just kind of like, these are the lines I have. Let me memorize them and let me spurt them out there. He's not actually becoming the character when he says those lines. It's almost as if instead of being his character with a cape, he's Tecchan with a cape, and then he's just saying it as Tecchan with a cape. You know? So overall, what do you guys think about Tecchan's play rehearsal? Ups and downs, you know, pointers, any advice that you would give him? What do you guys got?
Tecchan, enveloped your character. What does he like? What does he not like? To act, you must act like your character.
What is this, Shakespeare now?
You are just reading the lines, my guy.
Thou
But I think
must
that's just-
read lines.
Yeah, like I think that's just his weakness. Like acting's hard, man. Like so. Yeah, it's hilarious. People like rag on him. Man, Tecchan, you gotta say it like an actor. You know, like really enunciate those lines, not just be like, "Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da." That's my line in the face or something like that. But yeah, it's pretty funny. I like it. I think he's learning. He's getting better. He's being more emotive. So, you know, big ups to him.
Spoken like a true thespian. Oh man, speaking of theater, Cheska, what do you think as someone who is a fan of theater? I know you are.
I was like, hold on, I was not part of theater in any growing up until now.
But you're a fan.
I am a theater fan. I mean, I think I'm like the one rule that I really know about theater, especially for theater actors, is that you have to really act out and act to the very back row of the audience. While for TV, it's like the audience is right in front of your face, so you don't have to act out that much. But yeah, I think Tecchan needs to act out more, which is like weird to say because I feel like he is acting out a lot, especially on Terrace House. Like you can see all the emotions and stuff. But yeah, like his emotions is like developing. It's getting there. I will agree with Jay in the sense where like I don't think he researches his character that much. I think he needs to do some like character study in order for him to like fully understand a character, and then hopefully it'll make him act more like his character, not so much of himself. Like, I mean, in a music perspective, like we do, score studies all the time just to understand the context of the music, understand like why are the text of like a vocal piece is like correlating with the music of the piece. So like, you know, it's the somewhat of a same concept.
You think like Tecchan, like he sees the character he's about to play, is like, all right, man, this is your character. Your wife cheated on you. You're furious. Okay? And he's like, got it. You ready? Here's your lines. I'm so angry at you. Okay? He's saying this to your wife because you find out she cheated on you. Okay, man? Now act it out. He goes, he's like, I'm so angry at you.
I feel like that's what happened
Right?
in rehearsals.
Yeah.
Thank goodness it's rehearsal. That's what you work on it.
Yeah, I mean, if he understands that his character's wife is cheating on him, maybe he can go more in depth as to why she cheated on him, and maybe he can develop more emotions from there.
Yeah, I think he's missing that. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's growing. He's a baby actor.
He'll get there. I believe in him.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, Tim, you're back. Wow.
Oh, sorry.
Timsuke was chilling here the entire time. I was like, wow. And all of a sudden you're back. Wow. And you came at the perfect time. Like, do you have any pointers for Tecchan?
About acting.
About acting.
About acting. The theater calls only to those who are willing to hear it.
Oh my god. Spoken like a true Yosuke.
Hold up, Broadway. Make room for Tim Setiati.
Oh my god.
Catch him on the stage.
Yes.
Wow. Can't wait to see you at Mervish. Okay.
Oh, please. That would be a dream come true. No, I'll just be in the back. I'm stage crew. I'm set design. What? But yeah. I don't know what to. I can't give him any advice because like it's hard for me to gauge his acting capabilities because he's speaking in Japanese. Like I can't tell like if he's putting emphasis like how he's saying his lines because I don't understand like what the right. This could be the wrong word. Diction.
Like, cadence.
Cadence.
Oh, yeah, cadence. Yeah.
Like I can't tell if he's saying like I'm so angry at you right now or like I'm so angry at you right now. I can't believe you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, like I can't tell if it's good or bad acting. All I can tell is the way he emotes with his face. That's my key. Like, indicator of if he's doing a good job or not. Thank you, Cheska.
I got you.
In there's one scene in what was it, Cinderella Man or whatever, that
Last Cinderella.
Yeah, his face is just like that, squinting, trying to get the sun out of my eye the whole time, and like very monotone. This time he was like saying his lines and it came off like a sense of urgency. You could see it on his face. He was going through his lines, but he was still enunciating, even though I can't tell if he was, but like, I mean, that's how I thought he did a good job. I think he did a great job in acting class, but what else? Not me.
No, it seems like he showed more emotions in that impression he did than everything that we've seen him so far. But I don't know. He's okay at it. He's doing. Yeah, you just let him learn, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have any advice, James, for him?
Well, I mean, you guys pretty much like hit it on the dot for what I'm thinking too. Do you guys know the show Busted? It's like a Korean kind of like murder mystery show, but it's also comedy because it's a bunch of like actors and comedians and I guess like idols too. And the whole idea is that they're themselves, like they're playing themselves, but they're playing themselves trying to play detectives. Like they're pretending to be detectives, but they are themselves. And it's not exactly the same because they're like professionals and they still kind of like act sometimes, I guess. But I feel like that is a good way to kind of like not label Tecchan, but like a good way to say like that's what Tecchan's doing too. It's as if he's himself trying to play this character, but he's himself. Like it's not as much the character coming out as it is just Tecchan doing what Tecchan thinks is best, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's I see improvement. At least he's emoting more, I think, but he'll grow. He
will.
he should be here for a while, so he'll grow.
Way better than his first acting lesson. I could tell you that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, I can agree on that. Definitely.
For sure. All right. Well, moving on, we go back to the house. And do you guys remember how we were talking about how Yosuke kind of has chemistry with everyone, and he had his little one-on-ones with all of the girls as well? Well, there was one girl missing, and you'll never guess what this girl is doing. She goes to the living room to find Yosuke. What do you think he's doing? Playing the guitar, I think. Am I wrong?
Yes,
I think he was.
yes.
Yeah, playing the guitar, playing Castaways from the Backyardigans. And she shows up and she asks him to take some profile photos for her. And she kind of used that as a jumping off point to talk about Daiki, or talk about her relationships, I guess you could say. So Yosuke asks about things with Daiki, and she says that she wants to start fresh with him. She asks some advice on if she should go the next step, because she's afraid of going too forward with him, and to the point where she can't even return to actually just being friends. And the advice that he gives her is to just go for it. Right? So as we saw early in the episode, she kind of did. And so in this scene, we actually do get to see Miwako and Daiki going on their date. And there was this whole question of, was Miwako, like, does Daiki have any feelings for Miwako? That's kind of the big question, right? So Daiki tells her that her not doing anything since finding out that she was into him, it made him think that she wasn't actually into him anymore. And because of that, Daiki only sees her as another housemate. So we skip to the end of the date, where they go back to the house, and Miwako feels like she's been dumped, and she has lots of regret. She tells the girls, and that's where she tells the other girls that Daiki is leaving after his match. And then the episode ends. So yeah, it was kind of tough.
Sad ending.
Yeah, coming from like Miwako's perspective, because we kind of gained an understanding as to why she wasn't actually doing anything about it, but the fact that she didn't do anything about it gave her all of that regret. So yeah, it's really tough. Like, what do you guys have to say about it?
Timsuke.
Oh, he's back.
He's back. You have any thoughts?
Yeah, when you gave advice to your housemate Miwako.
You know, like pass.
Okay.
Come back to me.
Oh my god.
What happened to the haikus and the poetry? What
You're the
happened?
man that is just ready to say the right things at the right time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I guess I'll start off.
Yeah, what do you think, man?
Yeah, it's tough, but at the same time, it's understandable, because if I know that you like me, and you know that I know that you like me, and you want to continue to do that, like, do something about it. Because if you don't do something about it, that little timetable of where I think it's going to happen is just going to come and it's going to go. So it kind of is like her fault for not doing anything about it. And at the same time, you could say that Daiki could have done something as well, but she's the one that's interested in him. He never said anything about being interested in her. So I feel like if she did take the next step earlier, then maybe something could have happened, but it's too late now. Daiki's gonna leave, so he's not gonna see her every day anymore. So she just missed the timetable for it.
Yeah, I think, yeah, you're right, James. I think that is the case. Like, there is always a window of time where people would be interested and not interested anymore. And she literally missed that window. And like, I remember they talked about it. Like, what was it? There were like other underlying reasons as to why she couldn't even continue like pursuing Daiki or like asking out Daiki. There you go. But yeah, I think like once those other reasons were like gone and they were done with, she still had that chance to ask Daiki out. So yeah, I would understand why she has a lot of regret.
Yeah, I can see that.
You think she was like waiting to have a conversation with Tecchan to be like, okay, like I know you were like into me, but like Tecchan, like, you know, proceeded with that, right?
Yeah, you already said it. Right?
Like, you know what I mean? Like, you think she was waiting for that, right? Like that moment. Okay, Tecchan. Like they, you know, they talked about it, it's like this isn't gonna work out.
Mhm.
You think she was like waiting for that? Then she was gonna like, okay, now that I'm sure that I'm not gonna hurt Tecchan's feelings, I can maybe pursue thing. But I think at that point you're waiting too long. You know, you're gone.
Yeah, but also like he said that to her 2 weeks ago. So she still had that 2 weeks to ask Daiki out, but she didn't.
Yeah. I'm just happy. I'm not like happy for the situation, but I am happy that I got it right. She was the one that didn't get her love back, or like it's unrequited love, basically, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was like, it's gonna happen. I don't think he's interested in her. It could have happened, but the timing was just not there. Everything just did not fall into place. And yeah.
Jay, I really thought when you said when Miwako was gonna go talk to Tecchan, I thought you were gonna be like, so I know you and Daiki were like
Oh my
really close.
No, she would never have that. Like,
no.
never. No, there was that. Like, there was that moment where it's like just the three of them. I was like, this is pretty awkward.
Oh
right?
yeah.
So good thing for
when it was just them
Tecchan
in the
to
house.
good thing for Tecchan to like clear the air up. Like, look, I'm not gonna pursue you anymore. I'm gonna focus on my own thing. And I kind of gave it closure to there because I guess she was still trying to like, you know, consider Tecchan's feelings, because that's a pretty scummy move. Be like, you like me, but I like your boy. You know what I mean? Like, that's rude.
No, I thought you were gonna make a joke about Tecchan being into Daiki.
Oh no.
Oh.
Trying to be serious here.
You're right.
Even still, I went with the But like, yeah, it just sucks. Like that is life. You know, timing is really important. It's either you take the opportunity now, or you just be like, yes, I do remember a Daiki in my life. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Timsuke.
Hey,
Back to Timsuke.
I don't know, like, yeah, it was really tough timing for Miwako to make like a decision and to see how she would proceed. But like, I don't know, to get what you want and to do things right, like it takes experience, and the way you get experience is by not doing things right and by making mistakes. And so, you know, even though it was like bad timing, and like timing is key in starting a relationship, right? I think what she can learn and take away from this is that like whatever you do, you have to make the decision that will leave you with no regrets. And that's what she was crying about. She was crying about, what if I acted sooner? What if? Like, it's a bad situation, but you're going to be in bad situations your whole life. So you got to just go for the one that will leave you with not sitting in bed crying, thinking, what if? I think that's, yeah.
That's just the way it is. Things will never be the same.
Okay.
That's what you're saying, all bad. That's all I can think of. Yeah. I see no change.
Oh my goodness.
Oh man, Miwako. Oh, true.
Well, I'll ask the question then. Okay, so since we are at the end of the episode, are there any predictions for the next episode? Or maybe 2 episodes later, or who knows?
Daiki's leaving.
Okay. We know that.
Daiki leaves
After the
next
fight.
episode.
Wait,
Daiki's
when do you think the
fight.
fight's gonna happen then?
It's like next episode, if not the episode.
Oh, that
after.
quick?
I
hope
think
so.
they're going to try and wrap up Daiki's departure. He said he's going to leave like 3 times. Like the only
Oh, yeah,
other
fair.
person who's taking their sweet time leaving the house is probably. Well, we all know who he is.
I think we're gonna see the boyfriend more.
Ooh.
I think he's gonna be more prevalent. I feel like we're gonna have another episode of I think they're gonna break up. Then the next thing you know, he's like chilling with the housemates. Like, why are you here?
What if
No.
he replaces Daiki?
No,
No, it's not gonna happen.
I know it
He's
wouldn't,
gonna
but that would
go
be
wrong.
hilarious. That would be hilarious.
That would be though. Like it will be a love triangle right
I'd
then
be
and
on
there.
board.
Yeah, that's how I see it.
I mean, I think Daiki will be there for like maybe 3 episodes max. And then bye. Well, he didn't even start like on his diet yet, right?
Oh, that's
I
true.
thought he did. No,
He did?
I thought he's already on it. No,
I thought he didn't. That's why Miwako asked. Hello?
I think that something's gonna happen with Minori.
I don't know her
Midori.
name anymore. It's Midori.
Midori.
It's
I did
Midori.
say Midori. Yeah, I said Midori earlier. Then I think James corrected me. I thought, okay, so Midori, yeah. So I think Midori and Yosuke. Something's gonna happen between them. I don't know. That photo shoot this episode was pretty spicy. I don't know. I saw a lot of not googly eyes. What is it? Like maybe googly eyes? I don't know. She was giving him looks. All I gotta say, she's giving him looks, and yeah,
Heart eyes.
heart eyes. There we go. Like something sus is gonna happen. Something real sus.
I'm kind of excited for that. Not gonna.
Oh my god!
But
Go for
you
it.
know me. I love when drama hits, especially like it's because I watched like Drag Race for so long that like their drama happens almost every single week. And
Almost? You mean every single
okay, fine.
week?
Every single week. That like what's Terrace House? Like I've been saying this for a long time. Like I always want drama in Terrace House, but not too much drama. So this is the drama that I need. This is a great time to have the drama in Terrace House. But yeah, Tecchan, oh no, I think he's fizzling out now. His storyline, not gonna lie, because it's just we're focusing just on his career, and that was the same with like Sena and Hana, where we only focused on like their careers, and then they eventually leave. So I don't know. He might end up leaving if like the storyline is literally just his career.
He's staying the whole time. He is not
he's leaving.
living anywhere. He is
Hey,
the God's child of the show. He will never leave.
hey, boys and girls next door gotta leave at some point. They gotta
Like,
end at some point.
I don't have diamond hands, but I feel like I am holding on this theory for so good. He's just so good. I hope he doesn't leave.
He's leaving.
Oh, and another projection I want to see the flaws of Yosuke to appear.
The flaws of Yosuke.
I want it to
Flaws
see.
of
I want to.
Yosuke.
I want to see it. I'd be like, oh yeah, there it is. Yes.
I feel like
yeah.
Okay, go.
And I want Yama-chan because I feel like I'm I'm about you, Yama-chan. I know what you're saying. Yeah, he's too perfect. I want to see what's going on. What makes him tick?
I think
Is
I know
it
his
like-
fatal flaw.
Oh, what's his fatal flaw?
What is
He
it?
can't he can't stick with one woman. I feel like Yosuke like would be the type to get bored easily and like two-time, you know what I mean?
Oh my
And like
god.
and kind of like, like oh, what's the word? Not like be really suave about when he gets caught. He'd be like, "Oh no, it's like he could talk his way out of it. He seems like a sweet talker." I could see that being his fatal flaw where he can like he'd be a two-timer. Yeah.
So you're saying he's like, hey, I'm Yosuke, but I got a Gosuke out of here.
I gotta go skate. How about you go skate, Jay?
All right, so let's end it off there. Anyways, that's the end of the episode. Thanks a lot, guys. Let me go. Let's end it off with Cheska, how can we reach you on the internet?
Well, you can find me on both Instagram and TikTok at Cheska Camille _. I mean, I was gonna make another Ghost Skate look, but joke, but you know what?
God.
Let's just move on to Tim.
Okay, Tim, nice. How can we reach you in the internet?
Come on, Tim Skate.
Okay. You guys can find me right here on We the Panel, a Terrace House Podcast, found on YouTube and all other podcasting platforms, as well as my YouTube channel linked down below, and my personal Insta also linked down below. And while you're down there, hit that big red button and that notification bell.
Ooh.
Nice. My socials. I forgot about my socials. You can find me at Instagram. You'll see it down below there. But I play Twitch. I do stuff like that. And I think that's it. I mean, cut this off. But you can also find James down there too, below in the comments, because skate.
We gotta go skate.
This has been an episode again with You the Panel. Thanks so much, guys. We'll see you next week, and we gotta go skate. Ow, my knee. Bye.
Bye.
Sleep warmly.